Recording in progress. Thank you. I think that was Christian's voice. So, again, a lot to be very excited about. So I'm going to go cover a couple things before I get into the new certificates, because I know everybody probably has a lot of questions regarding the new certificates, how they can receive 15 to 22% up to that per week, not 4.15, but up to 22% per week rewards on these certificates. This is phenomenal. I'm sure some of you guys have questions regarding the Lydian Lions. I actually have a strategy that I'm going to share with you, is exactly what I'm doing with these certificates as well, to get a lot of Lydian Lions. I already have all the countries in Lydian World, but my family doesn't yet. So with my sons and daughters and whatever, and Pam, to get them Lydian Lions, there's a lot of different ways to do it. So we're going to go over that as well. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and touch on some of the visitors that we had in Dubai. So all of us that were in Dubai, you guys remember Swiss Valorum Bank. In fact, when you log in to GS Partners, just type in me if you've noticed this. When you log into GS Partners, before you go to the dashboard, notice how it lands on Swiss Valorum. Have you noticed that? Swiss Valorum Bank. So that is huge. That is massive. This card that is being mailed to many of us that were in Dubai, and a lot of us will get them in a couple weeks as well. You're going to have to, send them information, whatever, get your bank card. You'd be able to use it in multiple countries around the world. This is a banking solution we've been looking for. These were the partners we were able to meet and see. A lot of the partners behind the scenes walk up on stage, announce a partnership with us from Valorum Bank and others as well, other partners. The next day, we're talking about renewable energy. We're talking about real estate. We're talking about gaming. We're talking about all sorts of different things that they've inserted into this platform. And we met the CEOs behind every single one of these projects. All of them were there in person talking about this amazing platform and what they're doing. So a lot of excitement. Also, one thing you may have noticed as well is this, that they've reset, you have a timer, a clock, and they've reset your 30-day fast start bonus. So see that fast start bonus, 26 days, 6 hours and 53 minutes left. So if you go into the fast start bonus and read it, the 3 and free is back on. 3 and free is back on. And everything from the fast start bonus that you had before the first 30 days, it now applies to you with these new certificates. So what that basically means is if you refer one, you get one for free. You buy 3, you get 1 for free. Just like you did is if you were in the first 30 days from the previous certificate. So you get a second shot at the first 30 days with these new certificates. So go ahead and go through on the promotions, click on promotions, go over fast start bonus and read through that, because honestly, it's amazing. It's ways to get a lot of free certificates. Now, I'm going to go through the elemental certificates. I'm going to go through a couple of different ones. So let's go to purchase really quick here. So all I did is I went to my dashboard, I clicked on elemental certificates, and I clicked on purchase. So right now we're going to start on water, or for those of us that are Spanish on this call, we call it agua. If there's scientists on the call, we refer to it as H2O. So anyway, okay, all right. So right now, with the water certificates, this is how it works. So notice there's multiple tabs. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs over here. You do not have to fill all of these. You can fill one of them, 2 of them, 3, 4, or all 5 of them. It does not matter. The cool thing is this: the price of each certificate is right here on the left. So on the water, you've got a price of 1,000 USDT. Now, you can fill multiple things with this. So the first tab you're going to see is FinTech. So that's financial technology. And with FinTech, so for example, I pay for it for $1,000. Now I need to load it. So before any of the benefits start, you need to load, just like you did the other certificates. But there's multiple ways to be rewarded with this. It is mind-boggling. So, for example, price of $1,000 of water, and you can use multiple cryptocurrencies to do it. Then you go over here and you look at the bonus of 3,500 after you load 1,000 USDT. So in order to receive the FinTech bonus, you load it for $1,000. So you've spent 1,000 on the price. You've loaded for $1,000, so you've spent $2,000. At the end of the term, this one is 24 months. See, 24 months. You will receive a bonus of $3,500. You do receive the load back, just like you did the previous certificates, the Olympus. The load comes back to you 100%. So you get the load back. You receive the $3,500 bonus as well on top of the load. So you put $1,000 into the load, you're going to pull out $4,500 plus 5% a week for 52 weeks. Then 1.5% a month for 24 months. So the first certificate, if I only load the FinTech, I'm receiving 5% a week. Now, has anybody done the math on this? Do the math on this after I'm done with the first four. Because after Meta Portfolio, real estate, and renewables, you're at 15% a week. 1.5. That is a lot. What is that? 150 times 52. $150 times 52 would be $7,800 just on the weekly. Okay, this is insane, guys. Absolutely insane. So I'm going to walk through the certificate one more time really quick. On the FinTech side, the price, $1,000. To activate everything to start receiving the benefits, you load it. Load it for $1,000 on the FinTech portion of it. Receive a $3,500 bonus after 24 months. Receive this $1,000 comes back to you. This $1,000, the price is tied into the 5% over 52 weeks, which is a lot more than $1,000. It'd be a third of $7,800, right? So you're looking at, what is it, about a little over $2,500 that you're getting back. So what is it, $50 times 52? So that'd be $2,600. So you put $1,000 price over 52 weeks, you receive 260% back. 260% back, plus the $3,500 on the load, plus the 1.5% a week for 24 months. How crazy is that? Then you have the option, and I'm going to explain to you how they're getting the 15%, because we had people in the past say, oh my gosh, 4.15%, how is that sustainable, things of that sort. Well, 15% even sounds even more outrageous, right? But you got to understand this. FinTech, our FinTech partners and their customer acquisition, they're the ones paying the 5% out. Then if you go to Meta Portfolio or Meta Portfolio partners, say that 10 times, Christian can't even say it twice. So Meta Portfolio part, I can't even say it once. So what am I talking about? So Meta Portfolio partners, okay, they are paying the 2.5% a week. So each partner is paying separately. That's how we get the 15%. So it's not all coming from one partner, right? And so 2.5% a week on the Meta Portfolio. This is the trading. This is the sky ground. Now, obviously, we're not going to say what the quarterlies are going to be on this one because we don't know, because this one is subject to market conditions, right? But we know we're going to receive an additional 2.5. So say we load this certificate. So we come out of pocket another $1,000. So now we're $3,000 in. We receive $2,000 bonus after this one is an 18-month period. After 18 months, we receive the $2,000 back plus the $1,000 plus 2.5% for 52 weeks on the price. So now if you go back to the FinTech, we were receiving 5% a week on the price. Now we're receiving 7.5% a week on the price. How crazy is that? 7.5% a week on the $1,000, and you're basically getting the load doubled, and you get the load back, and you're receiving the quarterlies on top of that. Then you can come over to real estate, which we met the gentleman behind the real estate. In fact, Christian and I talked to him for quite a while, and Christian may be working some deals. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. But A really, really amazing gentleman. Met with him for quite a while. With the real estate thing, you know what? I want to fill the real estate, and you don't have to fill all of these at once, right? So whenever you fill one, for example, say you fill the real estate one 2 months later, then that's when that 52 weeks of 3.5% starts. But what if you filled them all the same day? What if you filled fintech, meta portfolio, real estate the same day? Then you're at 7.5% a week plus another 3.5. So what is that, 11% a week? 11% a week. That's $110 a week on the price. 11% a week. Plus then again, you receive the $3,000 bonus after the 36 months. So $3,000 comes back in the 1,000 and 1.5% for 36 months. See how this works? So you can stack them up, add them to each other. So some of it might overlap if you're buying them at separate times. But if you fill them all the same day, then it's pretty much going to be congruent and it's all going to run together. But 1.5% on this, right? These numbers, look at this. The max potential payout on this is $61,290. And you are putting in 1,000 here on fintech, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. If you load the whole thing, you're 6,000 and max potential payout 61,000. That is a 10x. The other ones were a 5x. 5 to 6. This is 10. 10. Potential over 10. That is crazy, guys. This is absolutely insane. Then you come over here, you go to renewables. Now, if you say, you know what, I want to load the renewables. Now you're going to receive an additional 4% a week. That takes you up to 15% a week. 15, that's 1.5. 15% a week. This 4% is paid from a different partner. So that's what's amazing about these things. And then an additional 1.5% a month for 30 months and the bonus of $4,000 back after the 30 months. So the bonuses come at the tail end. The maturity date of all of these is when the bonus comes back. You receive the load comes back to you. So the only thing you do not get back is the initial price, but you are getting it back because you're making 15% a week on it. So you're getting it back plus a lot more. 15% on $1,000 over a year is $7,800. Last time it was the 300. This one is the 700 plus. 700 plus. It's absolutely insane. Now, how are they doing this? Dirk went over a whole spiel. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to share with what Dirk said, but it's mind-numbing what they're able to do to raise the capital, raise the money to pay for these things. We do know this, however, though. We do know this, as each of these partners are running on our blockchain, and many of them have partnered with us, not just to sell products and services, but we know SkyGround has partnered with us as a technology partner, provider, things of that sort. So a lot of these guys are benefit from transactions on our blockchain. They're making this money back, just like they made the money back on the Olympus certificates. Think about this. Think about having a marketplace with 0 users. If you have 0 users in your marketplace, you have 0 value. So the only way to increase your value in your marketplace is to increase your user base in your marketplace. They're buying you in as a user in the marketplace. That is what they are doing. So by you using their marketplace, using their bank, using their technology, using their renewable energy, using whatever it is you use, whatever it may be, they're earning that money back, and they're transacting all those transactions on the blockchain, and that's more value for the coin, which is G999, which operates on the blockchain. On top of that, by increasing our user base more and more and more and more, we're attracting more merchants to market to you, which helps pay that 4% or that 2.5% or that 3% or whatever each partner is paying. They're making the money back, guys. They're making the money back in droves on the back end, right? So it makes total sense for them to do that. In fact, just today, we had a conversation with a couple. They're next door to us. Right here, we were out on our balcony, and we had talked to the couple on the next balcony, and it was Christian, a 5-minute conversation, maybe, and they're both extremely interested. And all we explained to them is, look, the weekly this is how they get it back. And we just talked about exactly what I just said. Like with the marketplace, you need users. With the blockchain, you need users. Our company wants to have a certain evaluation. We can't have that evaluation without the users. You are the glue. Us people, us members and GS partners, we are what makes the vehicle run. We are the gas. We are the glue. We are everything to this company. They need us. Dirk talked about a lot of failing blockchain projects, and the thing that tied them all together, their common denominator, didn't have enough users. That was the thing. Most of these crypto companies or blockchain companies, they'll go out, and this is what they do, guys. This is very, very important to understand. Very important to understand. This is why we do what we do. A lot of these companies will launch. They'll launch their blockchain. They'll hype it up. They'll get all excited. They'll turn to social media. And then they're like, well, we got to market our blockchain. So they'll use Reddit. They'll use YouTube. They'll use whatever they can get their hands on. And they just do regular marketing like any other company. But they can't build a user base fast enough or quick enough to sustain and cover all their bills and cover all their overhead and do all that stuff. Their money's not coming in fast enough because they're not building the popularity of their coin fast enough. Now think about doing this in a bear market. Think about doing this when you're trying to build this user base in a bear market when not many people are buying crypto. It's hard to do. So if you look at that and think, well, how do we get users? We incentivize them. Again, we're front-loading these certificates with dollars to you, creating a user base, building that user base up, so now we have value when the evaluators look at our blockchain or look at our project. They're like, holy cow, look at all these users. Look, they have all the aspects. You know, we have, right, Swiss Valorum Bank now, and there's going to be a lot more information on the bank. The cards are going to be mailed to all of us. We have, if you're an ambassador, man, do you want to become an ambassador, Christian? If you are an ambassador or above, you will receive a card with unlimited, which is crazy. As you rank in this company, directors, all that, everyone will get the card. Everyone will have access to the card. Everyone have access to the bank. You just get more perks as you, with your card, as your rank increases. It's freaking crazy. It is absolutely, these guys tie everything to that. So all of us will have our card very, very shortly, and it's nuts, guys. It's nuts. But do the math on these. Do the math on 15% of the price, and you can walk through any of these certificates, 15%, and then you add. I'm just going to kind of walk through this again. Let's go back to fintech, because I already did the math on it. $7,800, right? $7,800. 15% a week for 52 weeks. If you fill from fintech to renewables, is $7,800, right? So now add in another $3,500. So what is that? That's $7,800 plus $3,500 is, right, $11,300. Then I go here and add in another $2,000. So we're at $13,300. Then I add in another $3,000 for the real estate. Then I add in another $4,000 for renewables. I'm at $20,300, and I haven't even touched the 1.5% a month. I haven't even gotten to that yet. And how much have I spent? $4,000. $4,000. Spent $4,000, and just between the bonuses, that does not include the quarterlies on the trade, that does not include the 1.5%, and I'm already at a 500. And this is nuts. This is crazy. That'll help you do a lot of things. Then you go into the supplements over here. Now this one's a little bit different because these are vitamins, or if you guys were in Dubai, you heard Bruce so eloquently put it, vitamins, right? He said vitamins. The first time I've ever heard the word vitamins. But vitamins, supplements, things of that sort, this one you can load. You will receive an additional 3% a week. And then On gaming, you will earn more, so that's how you can get up to over 20%. I think it's 22% total weekly. But the bonus, the $4,000 bonus, that is a credit. Okay, so that $4,000 isn't dollars. That is a credit for products in the store, right? And the supplements. And if you do the supplements, you do the gaming, you'd want to load it every 3 months to keep it going. Load the supplements blockfolio every 3 months to renew your weekly payout program and top up on Legacy Euro for your supplements shop. Okay, so that's the way. So what I would do is I would load it the first 3 months, see what happens, see if you like it, receive your product. Actually, they're going to ship you your products and everything else. Get the credits, start earning 3% a week. If you like it, keep doing it every 3 months, renew it every 3 months. Same thing with the gaming. Gaming works the same way. After you load $1,000, it's a $4,000 bonus. But to keep this going, now I saw something from Nitsa today. I read a message because I had a question on this. Every time you load it, it looks like you do receive the $4,000 bonus. So it's not $4,000 bonus every year, because right here, it ends every 3 months. So if you load it 4 times, it's $16,000 a year for the credit. 16, that's what her message basically said, is each time you load it, so you're getting a 4X on the bonus. So say you load it for $1,000 for 3 months, you receive $4,000 in credit, then come back, you load it again, boom, $4,000 credit. Now the 4%, that's 52 weeks, right? So if you load all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're loading these, you're making 22% a week. 22% a week. You load the first 4 because you don't understand the supplements or the gaming, or you don't want credits on this, or you whatever. It doesn't matter. This is all a la carte. So you can do it however you want to do it. It's mind-boggling. Now let's talk about the Lydian lions for a second, because people say, well, I want Lydian lions, John. I want Lydian lions. Okay, great. How much were we earning on the old certificates? People type in weekly. If you want to type it in the chat, someone please help me with this. Type in how much were we earning weekly on the Olympus certificates. 4.15%, right? 4.15% on the Olympus certificates, correct? 4.15%. So how much are we earning weekly on these certificates? A lot more than that. So think about it this way. What if, let's just say what if I said, you know what, I just did the first 4. I did FinTech, Metaportfolio, Real Estate, Renewables. So I'm at 15%. What if I said, well, you know what, I'm going to cash out every other week. I'm going to cash out 7.5% of it, and I'm going to keep the other 7.5% of it on my price. Remember the old certificates. Remember this. The old certificates, the Hermes was $1,000, correct? $1,000 on the price of the certificate. What did you receive? Dollar for dollar match in Lydian lions, correct? $1,000 price, 1,000 Lydian lions. Check this out. What if you said, you know what, every 2 weeks I'm going to just cash out. So I'm going to keep 7.15%, and I'm going to cash out the other 7.15%. Because what were we doing anyway? Because remember, the weeklies aren't compounding, so cashing out is not hurting you, right? What I would do is I would compound the meta portfolio, compound that one, right? But I cash out maybe the real estate, fintech, or something. Who knows? Renewables, maybe one of them. But I cash out 7.5%. I keep 7.5%. I keep putting it in. If I do that, the 7.5%, $3,900 over the course of the year, not $1,000. With the $3,900, I can buy 4 times as many Lydian lions as I would have had on the price of the other certificate. Does this make sense? So if you take $1,000, 7.5% a week over 52 weeks, that's $3,900. You received 1,000 Lydian lions last time. You can take the $3,900, but it gets even better. Do you guys ever watch those infomercials? But wait, there's more, right? This is but wait, there's more. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go to NFTs. I want you to see this. Because with the $3,900, you click on NFTs right here on your dashboard, and you can buy these little trolls or whatever. So for $3,900, let's say I'm going to go to 888 because that's the highest one. So let me pretend I'm going to buy it. So I'm going to confirm it, generate. Now look, $888, I'm not getting 888 Lydian lines. I'm getting 986 plus another 400 right here. I'm getting a lot more Lydian lines, okay, because I'm not getting from dollar for dollar. I'm actually receiving more. So you're, with this scenario, you will actually receive over 4 times more Lydian lions by cashing out every 2 weeks. And then the other 2 weeks, just keeping them, and you're at 7.5% instead of 4.15%. See how much better these are? Are you guys following this? So cash out every 2 weeks, cash out twice a month or whatever, but get those Lydian lions, use those Lydian lions, buy these little NFT guys, because you're buying Lydian lions and move them over, and you can collect your citizenships accelerated 4 times faster than you could before. So whose mind is blown? Type in me if your mind is just going like, holy crap, this is insane. Let's see if anybody's typing in me. You should be typing in me. This is tremendous value, guys. Tremendous value. Okay, yes, a lot of me is being typed in. So do you guys like my strategy? Type in yes if you like that strategy. Okay? All right. So if you like, think about that. Think about that. 4 times as many Lydian lions, 4 times as fast growing your citizenships just by doing that. It's great. And still receiving more than you did on your weeklies, even doing that. That's what I'm doing for my kids. It's like, because I already have all I don't need any more Lydian lions. I already have all the countries. But my kids and my family, whatever, that's what I have them doing. I'm like, hey, cash out every 2 weeks. This company, after Dubai, in Dubai, we heard, hey, it's going to 20x, it's going to 25x, or the next year. I believe that. Because with these partnerships being announced, another thing we're going to add to this, again, you know Swiss Valorum Bank. How many of you guys have Googled, type in G if you've already Googled Swiss Valorum Bank? I have. I Googled them, right? Now, on this, another feature they're going to add, I'm going to go back to these certificates, these elemental certificates, and then click on purchase. Another element they're going to add is a link to the website of all of our partners behind these certificates, which is really, really cool. So on SkyGround, you're going to see a link to the SkyGround site. On real estate, you're going to see the link to the VII real estate site, renewables, fintech, all of that, right? You're going to see a link right here, and they're going to add more to the frequently asked questions because they just threw these things up. Now, let's walk through the nature one. I was looking at this sucker, and I was like, you've got to freaking be kidding me. $5,000 on the nature. Do the math on this sucker. Look at fintech, meta portfolio, real estate, and renewables. So at 15%, take 15%, $5,000. Somebody do that. 15% of 500, what is that? $750 a week? Multiply that by 52 weeks and see how much money you earn. Max potential payout on this one is $306,000, and it's a $5,000. And if you loaded them all, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30,000. Come out $30,000 with max potential payout of $306,000. Is that a good deal? Type in yes if that's a good deal. It's twice as good as our other certificates at their max, and that's if the trading was doing 6% a month. That's if the quarterlies were doing 6% a month, right? And some months they weren't doing 6%. So this is like mind-numbing. And this is what, now, you guys want to hear something more exciting? More exciting? These partners right here, they won't be the last. Guys, I really want people to grasp what I'm about to say. So I'm going to try to say this slowly. Okay? I'm saying it, well, I'll say it twice as slow so even Christian can understand it. He's sitting right next to me, but he's not at arm's length, so I can't punch him from that distance. So this is amazing here. We have fintech, meta portfolio, real estate, renewables, supplements, gaming. What happens when we add more in the future? Can you see us doing, oh, I don't know, 27% a week, 30% a week, 35% a week, 40%? What the deuce, right? I mean, this is what we're doing. As we add more industries, we add more partners, our weeklies will go up. They'll go up. But this is how we acquire the assets now. You earn the weeklies now. So when you get the new certificates after these, you have money sitting there to even get higher weeklies. I mean, if people can grasp this and rally behind this, no, there's no excuse, no reason whatsoever you can't build a massive business with these. And people can choose, which one do I want? Real estate? Well, I want all of them because, A, I'm diversified with it. And B, I mean, look at this. Let's go through this. The nature. Nature is a beautiful thing. So $5,000 on the price. Fintech. I put $5,000 in the low, so I'm out $10,000. I get $17,500 back after 24 months. So I've almost doubled it already. Plus 5% a week for 52 weeks on the price. Plus another 1.5% over 24 months. Right? And I can do the same thing here, right? Boom. Here's another bonus of $10,000 with the meta portfolio, plus whatever the quarterlies may be, because it's market driven. 2.5% a week on that for a year. Go to real estate, $5,000 in, a $15,000 bonus after 36 months, an additional 3.5% a week. Holy crap. I can't even think how much. I can't remember on the other certificates. I think you had to buy the Hera for $60,000 to get close to $300,000 back, and you may get a little less, maybe a little more, depending on what the markets do on the Skyground side. This, you're spending half that, and max potential payouts of over $300,000. It's absolutely, guys. I don't know how these could have gotten better. And people ask me, did you know this was going to happen? No, I didn't. I really had no idea, because I just knew that. And Bruce, I love you, said, well, we stuck to our word on the meta portfolio. We paid less than 4.15% a week. They did. What they didn't tell us is they added 5 more categories and jacked this sucker up to over 20% a week. I mean, so who's excited? Type in E if you're excited. Type in E if you're excited. You should be flipping ecstatic right now. Okay, this is something that E and F, like EFG. Do I see a G? EFG. Yeah, this thing is incredible, guys. I don't even know how to. Honestly, I've barely slept too. In fact, I need some vitamins, as Bruce so eloquently puts it, so I can sleep after all of this. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how else to explain this other than just pure bliss. What this company is basically doing, again, for those new to this company, with a marketplace, Lydian World, a marketplace is absolutely worthless without users, as I mentioned. Would you be loyal to a marketplace where partners inside the marketplace selling their items and services in marketplaces are giving you these types of payouts every week? Of course, you're going to be loyal to them. And then on top of this, with the Lydian lands you can purchase, right, that you can purchase if you do cash out once a month, twice a month, or however often you want to, and you're entering yourself into a 4% revenue share program that people can explain to you how that works, which increases, is an additional source of income. It's a massive potential massive source of income you have on top of that. So do you have to do that? No. Should you do that? Yes. Now think about it too, as from this standpoint. If your team, you teach your team to cash out, to purchase Lady and Lions, which I believe they should do because you want the citizen. We all know why we want citizenships. That is also 100% commissionable event and 100% in your volume. So if they're saying, all right, I'm going to take half my rewards and put them into Lady and Lions, that goes 100% to your volume and to your commission as well. And you're helping them because they're getting a lot. They're getting 4 times as basically building up their Lydian world citizenships 4 times faster by only cashing out half the time. And their weeklies are even higher. How cool is that? So it helps. Everybody wins with this. How? It's just, it's crazy. It is crazy. So how can you show your wife the recording? I'm going to put the recording on our team YouTube channel, Team Blockstars on YouTube. It'll be in there tonight or tomorrow. It's just, this is crazy. This is one of the coolest things I have ever seen. Crazy, crazy, crazy cool. So hopefully the sound was okay. I'm just in a hotel in Venice, and you never know with hotels and their internet, and we were testing it before and stuff like that. But it's, guys, this is crazy. So a couple other things I want to talk about again. Our Facebook address, our Facebook is just Team Blockstars on Facebook. Facebook, Team Blockstars. Make sure you answer the questions, give them your member ID and stuff, or they won't approve you into that grab. Yep, Kalamazoo is what I was getting to. So Facebook, Team Blockstars on YouTube is where you will see the recording of this, and Team Blockstars on Facebook. Now let's talk about how do we get the card. The card is coming, and some of us have already submitted our information for the card. It'll be mailed to us. So you'll hear more information on the card in about a couple weeks. Just after the partners come, we wanted to give out the cards at the event, but we have to wait a couple weeks for compliance stuff and whatever. They explained it to us at the event, but we will have our cards very, 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 very soon. And the deal sounds like a plan, Stan. So that's good. Awesome. Thank you, Beverly. Or Marissa, or whoever wrote that. So Kalamazoo, let's talk about 2 events. Anybody in the London area, we have an event in London on the 27th of this month, so in 10 days. 10 days from now, I will be in London. We'll have an event in London, and I'll get the information out. I'll post that on our Facebook page. But Michigan, I have the information. It is www, and I'm typing it here in the chat, www.vspmichigan.com. Now, Ohio State fans, you are invited, which should tell you one thing. We are an equal opportunity networking company. I don't care if you're, because in Michigan, Ohio State, and all you guys don't love each other, but you know what? For one day, put it all aside and come back in here. So, we'll do the Michigan thing again. www.gspmichigan.com, and event is on, June 17th. Okay, and it is a free event. You need to go in there and get your tickets. So it's gonna be crazy. So June 17th, 1 to 5 p.m. www.gspmichigan.com. All right, you guys all got that? Then there will be an event, I believe, in Miami the week after. We're trying to do that, and there's the London event as well. So thank you, Carol, for doing that. So are we applying with the bank for the card? So the card is not going to be hard to get because of what it is, but all the information, I'm going to let corporate share that. The card, there's so much compliance around the bank side and the card side that corporate's got to explain that. So I can't explain on calls. Bruce is going to do the calls, I believe, every Wednesday and every Saturday. Bruce does those calls as well. And I want to implore a lot of people to use those cards as well. Thank you, Bev, for that. Use those calls from Bruce for your teams, things of that sort. Canada, I will come back up to Canada when I can. There's some things in Canada I gotta work through before I go up there, but let's see, are we going to use it in the U.S.? Yes, the card is in the U.S. Look at, go to, what is it called? Swiss Valorum Bank, right? Swiss Valorum Bank. Go to Swiss Valorum Bank, and in fact, it pulls up and kind of read about them. But yes, card in the United States, card in Canada. The card's in over 170 countries. I think 171 countries around the world will have access to the card and to all of the benefits on the card. And so about 37 or 40 of us have already filled out the information for the card to receive the card. So it's coming. And then right behind that, everyone will be able to get the card. So it's coming very, very, very soon. I'm trying to think right here. What do we make when we sell certificates? Same thing as well, right? 15% commission. 15% commission on the price. So 15%, and you go through the compensation plan, 15% on the price, and then 15% of 18% on the load. Just like the other certificates, it hasn't changed. So 15% on the price and 15% of 18% of the load. And now again, for the next 26 days, for the next 26 days or so, you will have access to the Fast Start program, right? Fast Start bonus. So if you look at the Fast Start bonus right here on a, where did it go? Fast Start bonus, where is it? It's somewhere here. It's under promotions, right? Yes, promotions. Promotions, Fast Start bonus. So just read the Fast Start bonus because this applies to all of us now, right? 30-day Fast Start bonus. Even if you're not in your first 30 days because they reset your clock. See down here, they reset my clock. 26 days, 6 hours, 13 minutes, 43 seconds, 40 seconds now. All right, so buy 3 certificates, get 1 free. Refer certificates, earn certificate match. Receive 1 certificate for every new member certificate referral. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. So that comes back to you. So now we should be sprinting or should be running. Because how cool would it be to earn a whole bunch of free certificates for this series and then just go load them and get up to 20+% a week payback? It's absolutely crazy. So with that, that's what I've got for you guys today. I hope this made sense. I hope it answered some of your questions. This is just, I don't even know how to say it. Like I said, mind-blowing what this does. And the cool thing is, as we add partners and as we add more products and stuff to these certificates, who knows how much we'll earn weekly. But we got to get started somewhere, right? We got to build up our base. We got to build up our revenue, our money. I mean, you're just leveraging, right? You're leveraging the old certificates into these certificates, and then the next ones, and the next ones, and then the next ones, or whatever. And the companies kind of consistently evolve and just keep moving on and stuff like that. So the next corporate call will be announced shortly. You'll hear more updates from Mr. Height, everything else. But Dubai was a freaking amazing event. Just the people that went there, I know their minds were blown about everything that they saw and heard in Dubai. But I wanted to really cover these certificates today. Talk about the events in the UK, talk about the event in Kalamazoo, Michigan as well. It's just going to be freaking crazy. Will there be more information training specifically on the bank in connection to our platform? How it works with withdrawals and deposits? Yes, as soon as I'm going to let corporates do that. Because again, the compliance stuff with bank is so strict that only certain people can do those trainings. So, and I'm not corporate, so I'm not touching it. So corporate has asked us to allow them to do those trainings. So even as a Crown Ambassador, I don't care what I've done in the field, whatever corporate says, I do. I strictly follow whatever corporate asks me to do, regardless. And so could I explain it? Maybe. Will I explain it? No, corporate will. That's what I'm saying. I don't want anybody out and on your teams. That's why we need to plug into these corporate calls and watch the recording and watch Bruce. Anything Bruce says, Bruce speaks from corporate. So his calls are very important. Wednesdays and Saturdays, whatever he says on those calls, you can take as gospel because he speaks for corporate as a corporate trainer. So regardless of, hey, I like this person's style, that person's style, this, doesn't matter. Corporate is the end all, right? So listen to those calls, plug into those calls, listen to what they say. Yeah, you have to just let's stay compliant because this thing is a monster. This thing is an absolute monster. So my best thing is just to say stay compliant. So I think yes, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern. So which I believe is that is 7 a.m. Pacific, I believe. Yes. That's 7. Yeah, that's correct. So 7 a.m. Pacific on Wednesdays, and Bruce also do these. He also does these calls on Saturdays as well. So with that, guys, let's get out there. Let's sprint. Let's run like the devil. Why do people always say run like the devil? That's interesting. Like, what is that even referring to? I've never met the devil, so I don't know. So I've never seen him run. But anyway, run like somebody who runs really, really fast. Let's put it that way. So run like Jackie Joyner, Kersey, or the Bolt, or whoever. Just run fast. And so we've got how many? 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left for the month. So let's rank up to bank up, as they say it. And help people. We're going to also. I want to do a training. One thing I did want to talk about tonight too, before everybody jumps off, is our team does a lot of training. Our team does a lot, as we know, and a lot of teams do. Homework assignment for everybody still on the call. If you want to build your team faster, I promise you this. The best builders in this industry are the best inviters. They have mastered in the invitation. So go to our team YouTube channel, Team Blockstars, and I have 3 videos for you to watch, okay? Number 1 is the art of the invite. It's just entitled The Art of the Invite. Scroll down. It's several months old, but I would watch that video 100%. Then there's 2 duplication videos. One was 1 week, one was the next week. Watch the 2 duplication videos. So duplication video 1, duplication video 2, how to duplicate your teams, whatever they're called, on our Team Blockstars. Watch those videos. I promise. How many of you guys have watched that video? And just type in the comments if you watched any of those 3 videos and if they've helped you in your team. And I know it's happened because when I was at the event, very humbling this weekend, I had at least 200 people come up to me, maybe at least 200 people. And many of them said, oh my gosh, we watched this video over this, and our team is blowing up. Our team's growing faster and faster and faster because of the advice and whatever the trainings on these videos. So I know people have been using them because they came up to me and it made me feel really good. So thank you for that. I think it was a very humbling experience to see the reach that this team has had. So I'm very thankful for all of you. And I'm also very thankful that, I don't know who was up on that stage, but you know when they did that graffiti, it was all over the place. I'm very thankful I didn't slip into the splits of the groin or something. I was really scared about that. There's so much graffiti up on that stage. I was just like, yeah, Christian was recording because he was wanting me to fall. But unfortunately for him, I didn't. Fortunately for me, I didn't. And unfortunately for him, I didn't. But yeah, anyway, it was a lot of graffiti up there. It was cool. But watch those videos. Dates for Miami. I believe the dates for Miami, what is the date for Miami? The 23rd is the game. The 23rd is the soccer. It's a exhibition game. It's more like a celebrity soccer match that we're promoting, that we're supporting. We're the official sponsors, I believe. And then the event is going to be the day after, on the 24th of June. But we will have a lot more details. So we're waiting on Nitsa to give us some information, because I know Christian and I were actually asked to plan that event. So if the event goes crazy good and it's just a huge success, that's me. If it's a total flop, That's Christian. It sounds Christian. So just know that. All right. Just that's all you guys have to know. It doesn't matter. Nothing else about the event. Nothing else matters. So anyway, so awesome, everybody. Yes. Anything else? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So your YouTube channels, let's replace a lot of this stuff with the corporate stuff. So let's get a lot of your old content off, especially I got to wipe my YouTube channel because the Olympus certificates are no longer here, right? So we got to wipe all that stuff off our YouTube channels or social media because now we have the new, nature certificates or whatever they are. So yeah, don't make them private, delete them. Let's get rid of all your old stuff and put the new stuff out there, and you start using corporate. Also, yes, corporate, just an announcement today too, is there's so much information. So corporate is going to place videos on our back office explaining the new certificates. How cool is that? So Bruce and corporate and that can be done in the next day or so. I just saw the message today, about 30 minutes before this call started. I saw that message. So watch the next couple of days for corporate to put a video in our back office explaining the new certificates. They'll probably be in the menu somewhere under, whatever. So, but yeah, stay the course. Just do what corporate does. Our job is to invite, get certificates, earn money yourself because it's freaking amazing. And then invite, then plug them into the corporate calls and stuff like that. Send them a copy of it, Bruce, and send them a copy. Let's make this thing so duplicatable. Also, we have an awesome marketing system coming as well. And Christian, I don't know what Christian is over there laughing about. Somebody said it funny or so. I don't know. Maybe Pam's joking with him. How unprofessional is this guy? On my call, I all day long, I've been excited. Look at this guy. He just photo drops. It looks like, here, do the thing with your knuckles. Watch, do that thing with your knuckles when you come in really slow. Check that out. Does that not look like a Florida driver right there? Sir, it looks like somebody in Florida driving. You only see their knuckles on the top of their forehead. But that should be the state flag for Florida. I'm telling you right now. So with that, anyway, yeah, exactly. And if I offended anybody from Florida, I would say I'm sorry, but I don't care. No, I do. Actually, I'm very, very sorry. I apologize. I will never do it again until next time. So, so with that, everybody, I think I covered everything, right? I got it all. Awesome. So, guys, have a great night or great day or whatever it is, wherever you're at, and we will talk next week.